If your drone fleet depends on radios, cameras, or data links from the wrong supplier, this is not just a policy story. It can turn into a purchasing problem, a compliance problem, or a downtime problem. And right now, a lot of operators are still treating the FCC's covered list like background noise when it may affect what they buy next, what they install next, and what risk they carry in the field. We're going to break down what this actually means in plain English. The FCC's covered list is a list of communications equipment and services that the agency says pose an unacceptable risk to U.S. national security. This is not just about finished drones. It reaches into the components, radio transmission, video links, or network-connected gear. If any part of that stack relies on equipment from a covered company, the issue may show up later as a support issue or a future compatibility problem. The FCC has moved beyond simply naming companies. They are now implementing rules that block authorization of certain equipment from those entities. This changes the conversation to, can this product be legally marketed, supported, or replaced in the US over time? You should be auditing your fleets now, not later. That means checking the aircraft, the ground controller, radios, and networking hardware. Supply chain risk is often hidden one layer down. A drone may be branded by one company while using communications hardware from another. Commercial buyers are looking at total operational risk. The real cost is not just the purchase price, it is downtime. And downtime adds up fast. There are more viable domestic options emerging than there were even a year ago. American-built systems are being viewed as a hedge. The conversation is changing from what is the cheapest drone to what is the least likely system to interrupt my operation. Audit before you buy, and audit what you already own. This is about staying informed and reducing surprises. Stay safe out there.